Okay, there we go. And there you are, sis.
Sorry about that, new technology and all.
Yeah, you're more into like the old stuff, or the classic stuff, books and whatnot.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I feel ya. Anywho, let's see here. Looks like it's working alright. Too shy, mate! Alrighty. Welcome everybody to the Team Predator Q&A. So before we get underway here, I just want to say I'm sorry this took a little bit of time, more than it should have, but it is what it is. We had some stuff going on our end that we had to take care of, unfortunately, and yeah, like, unfortunately I had to keep delaying it. I won't go too deep into details, but let's just say it's matters that you don't leave, shall we say, untied. Untied, mate? That's the best you've got? I mean, do you have anything better? I mean, no. That's what I thought. Anywho, so introductions. Trigger the Tiger here, along with my brother, who, again, unfortunately couldn't make it to the first video, but he was occupied at the time. Too shy, mate. Crosshair the Cougar here. Speed of Team Predator and Sniper.
And I am Tigris the Arctic Tiger, the flight of the team, and one to wield the power of the arcs of the cosmos.
Well, I mean, within you. I wouldn't say they're on you.
Within me, yes, these like things around my around my wrists, ankles, and neck are just for show. They're not actually the arcs.
Yeah. So, let's see here. Looks like it's working. Just taking one more check through here. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. I guess I'm just losing my mind overthinking it. You overthink everything, Trigger. I mean, one thing I don't overthink is kicking you in the nuts.
I mean, Trigger has been kind of overworking himself due to the incidents that are happening around recently. So try not to go too far on him, Crosshair.
But mate, there's a reason I wasn't there in the first video. I was on job. You mean on contract? I mean, yeah, that too, mate, that too. Yeah, so I guess until we get some questions underway here, I'm not seeing many people here, unfortunately, but worst case, like, it's not, the video's not named Who We Are for nothing. Like, this is more just like introductions to who we are, why we got this channel now, I guess our backstories as well, and get a better feel about who we are. Too shy, mate. Yeah, let's see. Just gonna do one quick, just another quick send-off here as well, just to be on the safe side. So I guess we'll just go right into introductions, since we don't got much going on right now. So again, I'm Trigger the Tiger. I'm the strength of the team and the main gunman and team leader. And also, as all said before, I'm Crosshair the Cougar, the spade of the time, and the marksman.
And I am Tigris the Arctic Wolf, the flight of the team, and able to wield the arcs of the cosmos within me.
You forgot to mention that you're the guardian of the Helios Emeralds too, mate.
Sorry. Everything's just, it's a lot to take in these past couple days.
I think it was a lot to take in for you for the last couple of years, if anything.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, so I guess like we're Team Predator has shown in the channel name. We're a mercenary team. We're as Crosshair just mentioned with the Helios Emeralds. We're from a separate dimension known as the Helios Dimension, or I guess you could say technically we're not from there, but we are now, so to speak.
We're
Well,
official residents of the Helios dimension. We'll just go with that.
I mean, if anything, Tigris, we're more permanent residents, me and Trigger, and you're not.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, so originally we're from the Soul Dimension, which most of you may know is Blaze's home dimension, Blaze the Cat. We were from, originally, all three of us were from a home island, or like a merchant island, known as Growlia. It was, again, it's a merchant island, so we would do shipping with all sorts of factions and residences all over the world. And we would do business with the Soul Empire to start, so Blaze's kingdom. Other islands around the world, like villages, towns. We would even do business with pirates as well, the pirates of her dimension. In the end, we in Growly, we took no sides. We only looked after our own. And over time, Blaze and her forces, she came across us doing business with the pirates, unfortunately, like our whole village. They supplied us with food, crops, water. We supplied them with food that we grew of our own, money here and there. But Blaze, unfortunately, didn't appreciate that since she was against the pirates. And unfortunately, she came after our island with her forces. Oh my. Don't remind me, Mike. Please, don't remind me. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
we're telling them our backstory. We have to remind them.
It still sounds so shocking hearing it from your end. I wasn't even there half the time.
Yeah, that is true. You were gone, like, years before it happened, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, big shocker. Tigris actually wasn't in Growly at that time. The reason she is who she is now, is because, as mentioned, she can wield the same power of the Arcs of the Cosmos can. About a few years before Blaze's forces kicked in, we had an Arc land on our island on the far side. We went to investigate, and, well, why don't you explain, Tigris?
Yeah. No. So, as my lovely brother said, we were tasked to investigate. We were tasked to investigate an arc that had created a crater upon our island. When I got close, I overstepped, and the arc transferred its power to me and magically transferred me over to the dimension of Helios, where I stayed there for practically most of my life, I would say.
Oh, mate. Thinking back on that, mate, it still gives me shivers to die. Now, you were gone for so many years.
Yeah,
Same here.
Yeah, I was still only a little cub at that point. I had to grow up so fast.
Yeah, you were on your own for a while, but at the same time, we were too. Like, again, moving back into the future from that time, back with Blaze, she found out that we were doing business with pirates. She came to our island, and in a way of speaking, she placed it under martial law and lockdown. She had her ships blockade our island, stopping supplies from going in and out. That included wealth, food, water, or fresh water, etc. And the luscious town that we lived in over time turned to slums. And over time, with barely any food and water, a lot of our people were suffering, unfortunately. It's even us. And yeah, it's not really the best memories to think back to. Tell me about it, Mart. After that, me and Trigger, we had to find a way to make new wealth for our town, our people, even us. But even with what we were doing over time, that wasn't even effective, Mart. No, it wasn't. Me and Crosshair, we got into mercenary work. It paid well, it paid handsomely, at least for us, but at the same time, we wanted to help our people too. Like, everyone on that island is like family to us. Yeah, including Tigris. The whole town was heartbroken when Tigris went off the map.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, like, it's definitely not an easy feeling to shake off and shake over. But anyway, after she gave the order to lock down our island, again, everything started to pretty much die, decay. Even our town, like, it turned from a luscious town into slums. Like, looking back on it, man, like, it still chills me right to the bone. Same here, mate. But yeah, like, after all that, me and Crosshair, we definitely weren't fans of Blaze the Cat. We actually left the island to confront her. Usually we would only leave the island or sneak off the island from Blaze's forces to get some work done to help our town. But this time we did it for ourselves and we went after Blaze. But knowing who she is, guardian of the Soul Emeralds, she's basically like, she might as well just be god of that whole world, man. Like, nothing can stand up against her when she has those emeralds. And I mean, literally, nothing. Too shy, mate. Anyway, me and Crosshair actually ended up in Helios the hard way, because when we confronted Blaze with her emeralds, she actually banished us from the Soul Dimension for our loyalties to the pirates, or our business with them, and, shall we say, disobedience, or I guess treason against her kingdom, and against her in general.
Yeah, it's what you two told me and what I heard from Blaze herself. She said she didn't even give you two a word to speak before she did it.
Well, I mean, mate, she wouldn't give us a word to speak regardless, mate. As soon as we saw her, we basically engaged her. Yeah, we went up and pretty much just like gunned her as soon as we saw her, but even that wasn't enough. Actually, we were just so full of hate at that time. Anyway, after she banished us, we ended up in Helios, which is the same place Tigris ended up, and we didn't know that. But when we were teleported there, thanks to Blaze's abilities, well, Tigris, she tracked down the energy that teleported us there, and that's how she found us.
Yeah, it felt so good finally reuniting with both my brothers.
Yeah, we really missed you, sis. It's been like, what, 3-4 years since you disappeared? And at that time?
Yeah, and just like, even if I spent 4 years in Helios, it's just still didn't feel the same way as Soul.
Yeah. Helios is definitely a whole different ballpark compared to Soul. Soul's just like a bunch of islands and mostly ocean, but in Helios, that's... the whole world is like flipped on its head, so to speak. Like, the whole land base is pretty much... I don't know how else to put this.
Molten
Dead.
rocks and volcanoes of lava.
Pretty much. And then there's floating islands above it. It was definitely like a whole different atmosphere for us. Me and Crosshair, when we arrived there, we were both separate from each other. Like, we didn't know where we were, what to do. We were thinking, like, we were thinking to each other that, oh, he's probably dead. I'll admit, mate, when we arrived, I was thinking that you were dead as well, mate. Just like Tigris. When Tigris disappeared, I thought she was dead. We both did.
Well, until proven otherwise, well, I'm still standing.
And so are we.
Wouldn't want it any other way.
Touche. But yeah, that's basically our story. When we were reunited, that's when we knew that we had to stick together. We were in a whole new world that Tigris was more used to than we were. And we decided, you know what, we should form a team, because we have to stick together no matter what. We're not just friends, we're family. Well, me and Tigris are more blood family, but Crosshair, like, you grew up with us, so at this point we consider you as family. Same to you two, mates. Same to you two. Yeah. Looks like we're starting to get some people in here now.
Greetings to all. You may need to watch the VOD after this stream is done to get used to our story, but I assume most people watching would already know who we are. Somewhat.
Yeah, that was quite the tale. Like, that tale was about 20 minutes long. We're about 20 minutes in. That's how long the tale was.
Well,
yeah.
All of us did have, our story is a pretty long and heartfelt story.
Yeah. Speaking of stories, mate, Tigris, why don't you explain what your story was when you were sent to Helios by the Ark?
Jeez. Well, when I got to Helios after the incident with the Ark, it was the same as how you two felt when you arrived in Helios. I was very scared and alone. Whole new world I could barely scrape my feet with. It's so... I'm honestly not quite so sure. Just thinking about it still sends shivers up my spine.
It would have done the same to me if I was in your shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just so involved with the fear, I honestly forgot how I even became the guardian of the Helios Emeralds.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was a while ago. But when we reunited, we decided that I'm getting my words mixed up. Me and Crosshair explained to Tigris at the time how we ended up in Helios, and chances are The only one that would be able to go back would be Tigris, because we were both banished. But we figured, like, with what Blaze did, we thought maybe there's a way we could do the same in Helios. So we made an agreement that our first objective after we reunited would be to hunt down the 7 Helios Emeralds. It was difficult, but over time we managed to do it.
Yeah, new terrains and everything. New frontiers, if you can say.
In a way of speaking. Yeah, mate. When we came across the Helios Emeralds, like, at first they were going to Trigger. Like, Trigger was able to interact with them pretty easily, but afterwards, once Tigris started using her own powers, or the powers that the Ark gave her, the Helios Emeralds were more attracted to her than Trigger. Yeah, like, as soon as Tigris activated or used her powers, just the slightest, the emeralds, like, all the emeralds went to Tigris when we found all 7 of them. And
the ancient powers just get linked together, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. And we started to piece together, like, there's got to be a reason the emeralds are going to you instead of sticking with me. And if I had to give my best guess on why, maybe the powers that you gained from the Ark, maybe the Ark came from Helios.
Maybe.
That's really the best scenario or best outcome or answer I could think of. I mean, like, unless you guys have a better suggestion. I can't say I do, mate. I don't even know. I don't even understand this hurl power. It's been years now.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I've been trying to get into contact with the Babylon Rogues, since they know more of the arcs of the cosmos than I or any historian has. But they're requesting me for a race, and I'm not really a fan. So I'm kind of in the dark.
I mean, mate, you could already fly with your powers. You don't need a extreme gear, a hoverboard, or whatever the frick they are.
I know, but it's just like I really don't want to fight to know all my knowledge, the knowledge of my powers. That is.
Yeah, I feel ya. Anywho, I mean, like, when it comes to extreme gears, like, that's something I would get into. Like, it seems like a lot of fun. But at the same time, like, we have our hands full with the jobs that we go on. Like, we even told Tigris when we arrived that we were doing mercenary work to try to help our town. And there would even be jobs where, like, I can still remember your first reaction when I told you this, sis. I even told you that there were jobs that we'd even have to, kill.
Yeah, I could just feel my heart. I can still feel the same way my heart sank at that sentence.
Yeah, but we did what we thought we had to do for our people. But no matter how much we've done, it would just never be enough.
But
just too many people to look after at once, and we just weren't, paid as much we thought we would be to help all those people.
Well, now we have someone to help us out. Calf and her team.
Well, yeah, but that's a bit of a tale for another time.
Yeah, I'll save that for another time. Possibly when we're doing another QnA.
Yeah, possibly another QnA. But yeah, like, I mean, I wouldn't really say this is a Q&A at this point. We're not getting, like, any questions, but we are getting likes.
Yay!
So that's something. Worst case, I could just rename the stream into Who Are We or Who We Are. No.
I'm so tempted to sing something, but I'm not because I'm afraid of the copyright claim.
I was about to sigh, mate, just to be on the safe side. I mean, Trigger, if you're gonna rename it Who We Are, or Who, you know, at least add a little bit of finesse to it, mate. Like, Who We Are. Do you always have to one-up me on everything, dude? I mean, mate, it's not my fault you're not the fastest. Dude, just because you're the speed of the team doesn't mean that you're the fastest. You may be faster in your feet, but you're not faster in that head of yours.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to agree with Trigger.
See? I'm not the only one who thinks that. Well, screw you both, mate.
I mean, Crosshair, it's not meant to be an insult, it's just maybe you need that ego of yours can get a little, uncontrollable, I guess the right word is.
I mean, sis, have you met Crosshair?
I know, I lived with him.
We both lived with him.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, mate. I mean, at times it can be, because your ego always gets in the way. I think it might be because of that scarf you're wearing. You should loosen it a bit. I might be cutting off the circulation to your brain. Very funny, mate. I could say the same about your vest and sweater. Hey, yo. You could diss the guns, but don't diss the sweater and the jacket. Excuse you. This is tactical gear.
Yeah. Nice to know that after all these years, you two are still the same rowdy brothers.
I mean, like, we've always been that way, even though we're not blood related, me and Crosshair, or even you and Crosshair. You know, we still think of Crosshair as a brother regardless.
Yeah.
Oh, my stone cold heart. I didn't think your heart was that stone cold.
I mean, you are warming up to a certain cat.
We're all cats.
No, I mean, like, a very, very specific cat, you know? One that's... Yeah, you get what I mean.
Come on, Trigger, spill it.
No, different cat, but yeah, that works too.
Wait, what? Come on, Crosshair, spill it. Don't turn this around on me.
I mean, we're practically seeing her a lot. You especially, thanks to the deal.
Yes, the deal that we will explain another time, but sis, there's still, shall we say, a few people that you're interested in that we could tease you about. Too shy.
Please don't. There's so many to choose from. I don't even know where to start.
Damn, I need to choose, mate. That does not sound good on you. to be honest, that doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, you two have it easily. I mean, Trigger's married to Blaze, and Crosshair's currently seeing Calf. I have to deal with so many. I mean, not to mention, like, SVO and Orpha literally just both are just coming on to me, and I don't know who to choose. It's too much pressure, my brothers.
Thanks for spilling the beans that I was married to Blaze. Yeah, a bit of a tale. After we came across the 7 Helios Emeralds, like, we made our way back to Seoul, but the next time that we confronted Blaze, like, this time, like, we were on guard because we knew how strong she was. We didn't just charge in like last time because we knew that she'd probably do something definitely a lot worse than she did the first time. Like, we all know what she can do with those emeralds. Banning Blaze.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the things. Anyway, like, once we were on, shall we say, neutral ground, because even though she had the 7 Soul Emeralds, we had the 7 Helios Emeralds. So I'd say our chances were pretty neck and neck. Like, that reminds me, like, speaking of forms, we might have to explain the future. Maybe not now, but sometime in the future we'll have to explain what our forms are. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like my Titan form, Crosshair's Cosmic form, and then your Twilight form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. We gotta show off those forms when we can. Well, dude, not now. We're in a freaking stream. But yeah, continuing with the story. Like, Blaze actually explained it herself on why me and Crosshair were banished. And yeah, we assumed it was because, you know, obviously we confronted her, that was part of it, but at the same time, we didn't realize that we were in the wrong ourselves. Even though we were looking after our town by doing merchant business around the world with the pirates, we were supplying the very enemies that she was fighting, that was torturing her own town and her own kingdom. So we basically made things a lot harder for Blaze when we were supplying her enemies. And we didn't realize that. We were just trying to look after ourselves. Unfortunately, the truth hurts, mate. The truth hurts. We, all 3 of us, and even our own town, we were all in the wrong, mate.
Yeah.
Well, mostly us. Tigris was gone for years.
Yeah, but I'm still agreeing with you both because I can just feel the pain.
Yeah. But afterwards, like, I stepped in, I took responsibility for it. It was all my idea to hunt down Blaze, and I was the reason that both me and Crosshair were kicked out of Seoul in the first place. Because of my actions, my reactions, my choices. But in the end, I committed to years of service for Blaze. You know, like, regardless, I'm still a mercenary at heart. I'm still taking contracts from others, well, except the pirates now. But, you know, I mostly work for Blaze and her empire, and in return, they supply food and water to Gralia, which, I'll admit, well, I will say, it ended up in a lot worse shape than when we left it. And God, I can't stop thinking of your first reaction, Tigris, when you saw Gralia when you returned.
Yeah, it just this felt so dark and gloomy. Almost like I haven't left Helios at all.
Yeah. Do you need a hug?
Please.
Come here. You're okay. You're okay. Wow, mods. You two hug it out and I'll damn it. Well, you didn't ask. But since you're asking now, get in here. That's better.
Rip hug.
Too shy. Hoorah. But yeah, regardless, like, I commit to years of service. These two didn't have to, because in the end, it was my idea. So it's only fitting that I paid the price for it, but you two still stepped in to back me up as well, regardless of my choices and actions.
We're family after all.
We're a team, mate. We stick together to the end. Hoorah to Team Predator.
Hooray!
Yeah, how far did we get? Wow, we're already over a half hour in, and I know we haven't had any questions, but we're at least
actually, I think I might know why. So you know how you have like a Discord server, Trigger?
yeah.
Apparently a few people are saying there that apparently like the stream is like meant for kids, quote unquote. So that means like there's like no like people can't type in the live chat because it doesn't exist.
That's very strange. Like, I never set it up that way. Must be. Okay.
When I was looking,
it must have been like automatically set that way. I didn't mean to set it like that, but unfortunately, that's how it was. Oh well, it's changed now, so it should be fine. I guess it must have been like an automatic like feature when I was setting up the stream, but it's fixed now.
Probably. Yeah. Also, when I was overlooking the Sonic Frontiers video, it also was set for like made for kids.
That's something setting up the made for kids option. After this stream's over, I better start hunting down like why it's doing that.
Yeah, cause I mean, let's be completely honest with ourselves. I mean, I don't want us to be the reason kids would know like what a mercenary is.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
like,
speaking of our panel, or sorry, our server, like I'll definitely have it posted down in the description at the end of the stream. So if you guys are interested in joining, feel free. It's always open. We always have a lot of fun there. And yeah, like we'll even if you have any questions that unfortunately due to this stupid function didn't make them way into the stream, like feel free to ask us in the server. Anyway, yeah, it's all fixed now. It's all good. I gotta figure out why it's automatically setting it that it's made for kids, but we'll cross that bridge.
Is it because we're Sonic characters?
I'm gonna say that's probably the reason.
Sorry to break the fourth wall there. Related to Blaze or Sonic or whatever.
Oh, man.
Remobians.
I don't think you're breaking the fourth wall at all, mate. It's pretty obvious who we are and what we are. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. It's pretty obvious, sis.
I know.
Well, it's fixed now. I'm just gonna make a quick post in the server that the issue's been resolved. It is very strange, like, There we go. Problem solved. Or prob solve. There we go. Really, mate? You just say problem solved, mate. You don't have to short it down. I mean, why
There
not
we go.
when things...
It's working.
There we... Hey, there we go. Ack. I think... Hello, Hank. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's... Well... I guess now it's a Q&A question mark, or is it still just our backstories?
I mean, we practically explained everything. I mean, aside from relationships.
Yeah. Hold on.
But
Hello,
I'm pretty sure we
Hank.
can... Hi.
Hey. I ask question, what's your favorite ramen? Like, ramen noodles?
Spicy chicken is one I really like.
I do have to go with spicy chicken, mate. Yeah, you know what? I'm also gonna say spicy chicken as well. You can never go wrong with that when it comes to ramen.
Yeah, it's just the explosive flavors. It's just, I love it.
Yeah, it's very, it's not too filling either, so it's very satisfying.
You should try it sometime, Crosshair.
I did try it. I said I like it.
Alright, so you like it, but it's not your favorite. So, what is your favorite ramen?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Hank. Anything with chicken is OG flavor, hands down. Yeah, but sorry, what were you saying, sis?
I was just asking Crosshair what his favorite ramen was because, you and I both said, spicy chicken and,
I mean, I too have to go with spicy chicken, mate. Like, I know we all agreed to spicy chicken, but I can't lie, man.
Spicy chicken for all of us.
Spicy chicken for Team Predator.
Yeah.
How do I, mate? Why don't we get ramen after we're done here? I don't see why not.
Oh. Yeah.
Let's see. Just gotta double check something very quickly here. I wonder if people in the other servers I posted this stream about were saying the same thing. I don't think so. But regardless, the issue is resolved now, so...
I mainly saw it in your channel. Or your server. I'm not used to this stuff, I apologize.
Yeah, because you're more into like... You're more into like books and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I one time ate some spicy ramen and inhaled the smoke thing. I started coughing aggressively. It was great. You wanna... Do you want to explain exactly what smoke thing you're talking about?
I think you're meaning like the steam, but I'm not quite sure.
I mean, he didn't really specify. He just said smoke thing. The steam. Okay.
Okay, it was steam.
I was thinking something way else, but it makes sense.
I was thinking of that too, I know, but on my mind it was mainly directed towards the steam.
We're so professional. Too shy, mind.
I mean, we're all still just learning, after all.
Yeah, we've got too much to learn, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say me and Crosshair definitely learned quite a bit more than you did, Sis, at least when it comes to, like, mercenary work. Because,
Yeah.
again, like, we did say that there were even jobs that we'd have to kill, but... And that's something that you obviously are not comfortable with doing.
Yeah, I'm more of a pacifist myself.
Yeah, that's honestly the best way for you to go, Mike, because once you make your first kill and take your first blood, there's no taking it back. Yeah, that's unfortunately the cold-hearted truth. There's no taking it back once it's done. So you're best, like, where you're at now and just, like, you know, stay as a pacifist. But
Yeah, I'll let you two do the murderous work if you don't mind.
yeah, we don't kill unless we have no choice. That's what we agreed on. Cause yeah, like, even I'll admit I'm not comfortable when we kill. It definitely leaves a bad taste in my mouth personally, but you know, we do what we have to do, and if we have to hunt down targets, we take them in alive. Or at least we try to.
Also, question from Hank for Team Predator. What do you think about hamsters? I think they're honestly really adorable.
Yeah, same here. Like, I would get a hamster personally. Like, they seem like they're pretty easy to manage. So I'm here, mate.
You're so chunky and adorable.
Chunky and adorable. Not anything else, just chunky.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen them? They're so chunky.
I mean, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong, mate.
They're like a big squishamallow.
Remind me to gift you all a hamster? Aw, Hank, you shouldn't have.
That'll be a very sweet gift from you.
Yeah, what would we name it? And what, I mean, like, would it be a male or a female? And what would we name it? J-Force. No. Why?
No.
Why?
Why that?
I mean, Mark, have you not seen the movie J-Force? No, and I don't want to. Anytime soon.
That doesn't sound like my cup of tea, personally. I mean, I was thinking of one name, but that might be saved for,
Name it Popcorn. That's a cute name, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. That does sound adorable.
Yeah, that is sound cute. And way better than what I was thinking.
I mean, like, depending on the coloration of it, like, I would definitely name it after a food. Like, if it was more like a lightish brown or beige color, like somewhere around there, I would name it Caramel.
Ooh. Way more better than Bomber.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention him.
Yeah,
Someone that hates our guts, unfortunately.
Yeah, I also heard recently that he somehow managed to escape his prison.
Unfortunately, yeah, he did. For those of you who, well, you guys obviously don't know who Bomber is. Unfortunately, he's another mercenary, just like us. In fact, he also grew up with us in Growlia. He was also banished with us. I didn't mention him because, let's just say, we're not on the best terms with him, unfortunately. Bomber the Bobcat's his full name, and he was an explosives expert. He would have like a rocket launcher, grenades, or explosives. So we were definitely like a hitman team. Like, I was the main gunman, Crosshair obviously was the sniper, and he was our explosives expert for like higher demolition jobs. But yeah, like, unfortunately, when we were all sent to Helios, or banished there, we unfortunately couldn't find Bomber. Let's just say another nation that we were against in Helios got to him first. And in a way, they turned him. Turned him as in, like, against us. I'll be honest, Mott. I knew we were against him and all, but I'll still miss him. I'll still miss him a lot, actually. Yeah, he was like another brother to us.
Yeah. And I honestly have no idea where he could possibly be.
Yeah. So, Bomber was, I guess in a way, we didn't have the team formed as Team Predator at the time, but he was our third member of the team, and when we couldn't find him, we assumed the worst. That he was dead gone, and that's when we decided to bring Tigris in as the third member. And then at that point, Team Predator was made. God dang it, Sans and I can't say that name. Papyrus? Papyrus?
Yeah, Papyrus.
They couldn't even keep a gosh dang bobcat behind bars.
I don't think it was because of their fault. I have a creaking suspicion that it might have been someone else.
Yeah, I think someone, I don't know, like, from what it sounds like, I'd say it's pretty difficult to miss a bobcat escaping a prison, but that's what I'm thinking, that, like, if, you know, like, if he got away, like, mostly undetected, or at least he was mostly undetected most of the way from what I heard, but I'm guessing that he had help getting out of that prison he was sentenced to. He was sentenced to 20 years in prison after we exposed him for turning traitor against Helios. Like, at that point, we all had to adapt and pretty much, like, you know, join with the people there. Even though our main goal was to hunt down the emeralds, like, it was better for us to, you know, have better names than worse names, so to speak, like, reputation-wise, and yeah, that's what we've been doing. We've been doing mercenary work for Helios while we were trying to find the emeralds.
Speaking of which, isn't Hank gonna be, like, didn't, like, Hank record that whole trial thing and he's gonna post it soon?
I believe so. And that's, I'll admit, that's not going to be easy files to look back to. Like, I never thought we'd see Bomber going to prison, and even everything he said as well. Like, I get where he was coming from. Like, he was beyond ticked off with not only us, but mostly at Tigris, because he felt like he was replaced by Tigris. That he was abandoned and replaced as soon as we found Tigris.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my heart. Yeah, I still feel so bad about everything. I'm pretty sure sorry is not gonna be enough for him.
It's not. It's not your fault, sis. The way I'll see it, he made his choice. He chose to turn against us, and like when he found out that we joined with the HDF, which is the Helios Defense Front, he sided with the nation against the HDF, which was the Empire. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how the dice rolled. So yeah, I was actually wondering if I should or not. I would say, just for the record, like, I would say yes, like, for the record.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big part of, like, know, it's a big thing that most people would probably want to know about, especially now since we brought it up.
Yeah, too shy. Like I was contemplating, it isn't edited yet, but I have it ready to send to my editor. Homie might. You can post it whenever you think you're ready, or whenever it's ready, mate.
Yeah.
Whenever you're set, mate. Alright, my editor is sick, so after he recovers, I'll send it over to him so he can work on it.
Okay.
That's a good call, Hank. Yeah, it'd be good for the record. Like, at least like that way people out there can understand who Bomber is and why he ended up how he is, unfortunately. Even though I will say this, and I will say this loud and proud, Hank, I don't think those two judges for that course session were the brightest.
Yeah, my ears still ring with Papyrus screaming all the time.
So I'm here, mine. I thought I was the only one. Oh yeah, no, I agree. They were boneheads. Yeah, those, I'd say those boneheads had a few bones missing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Might be giving some milk, more. Giving some more calcium, might. Just why? That's a terrible joke, dude. Just why? I mean, come on, mate. I'll have to say something. Papyrus speaks in permanent cap lock, so I'm sorry about your ears.
I don't think communication can be with cap locks, but go off, I guess.
Yeah, we're cats regardless, Hank. Like, our hearing is pretty sensitive.
Yeah, not to mention predator ears. Ow.
Well, I mean, when it comes to our ears, mate, like, I'd say Trigger's got the best senses here out of all of us. Like, sure, I'm one heck of a scout, and then you, Tigris, you're more of a flyer. So you can definitely... You know what? Scratch what I said, Tigris. Because of your powers and abilities, mate, you're like heavy artillery. Heavy artillery? Yeah. Just... Dude. Just why? I'm not... Was that a compliment?
I don't know, but I'm gonna take it as one. Thanks, Crosshair.
No problem, mate. Don't tell her it's not a compliment. What?
Alright, I take that back. Fuck you, Crosshair.
Come on, mate. I was joking. Dude, what happened the last time you joked with her? Don't you remember what she did to you last time? I mean, dude, she's a powerhouse. Don't get on her back. Because we both know what happened the last time.
Yeah, now it's only like a fraction of what this thing can do. I mean, I don't know the other bit. I mean, I don't know the whole thing, but I know that's only just a fraction. I barely felt the thing.
A fraction, mate? You threw me through the ceiling.
when I was training, or like at least testing my new powers, I accidentally sent something like all the way to Helios's moon once.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even now today, Tigris is still working on mastering her abilities. Like, they're so, like, deep, so to speak. Like, there's a lot of power in just one of those arcs, and the energy from that arc transferred over to Tigris. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely, like, trying to, like, her trying to solve her powers, in a way of speaking, it's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube that fights back.
Yeah. That's why I tried to ask the Babylon rogues for their help, but, you know, I'm not wanting to, you know, having to make it a competition for just simple knowledge.
Too shy, mate. Plus, those guys, man, they don't care. They're thieves. I mean, you're not wrong. They are thieves. I asked Sans to be judge, but Papyrus destroyed my eardrums with his whining. To be it so, I gave in. Again, I'm sorry, lol. Well, it's not your fault, Hank. And it's not Sans's fault either.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we should get a sensor or some duct tape. We'll get some Gorilla Glue, mate. I mean, that works too.
We've been, actually, we've been going for a good hour.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. Like, we explained quite a lot. Chances are we'll probably get another stream down the road and explain more when we get more people. I'd say after we do a couple more videos, we'll definitely get more people interested in the channel. We've already got over 50 people to start off, so I'd say we're at a pretty decent start.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say it's a good time to start wrapping up. Agreed, or spaghetti. He gets distracted with spaghetti. And yippee, streams. I'm glad you like him, Hank. But
yeah,
like...
well, might do...
Oh, sorry, you were saying, sis?
Yeah, as you were saying, we might do like a few more videos just to get the stream up, just to get the channel a bit more popular, and then we might do one of this again. And hopefully YouTube wouldn't automatically think we're for babies, so people can actually ask us stuff.
Hey, it wasn't my call. It was automatic. I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, that's why I said I hope YouTube, not you.
Well, I mean, mostly Crosshair. What the... God dang it, Trigger! It's not my fault you act like a child. I'm not the youngest one here, but you're younger than me.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say that Crosshair might be the youngest mentally of the group. No offense, Crosshair.
Why? Nothing can change you being the youngest one physically. I'd say that's a good thing, Crosshair. That's a good thing.
I may be the youngest age-wise, but I had to mature a lot when I was in Helios. You remember. You gotta remember.
She's not wrong, dude. Like, she knows Helios better than we do. She's been there for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and also, you know, Guardian of the Helios Emeralds, the Ark of the Cosmos Power. I had to take in a lot.
Crosshair, I have scented markers. I mean, mine. What flavors are we talking about here? That's the first thing you ask. I don't know what to tell you, mate. I do. Get your head straightened, because that's not what that means. Ay. You weren't kidding about Crosshair being the youngest one mentally. Dang it, Trigger!
You just proved it yourself, Crosshair, so I think you're the one to blame.
You're just digging yourself an even deeper hole, dude. And you're about to jump in it. Those dollar fruit. I mean, mate, I don't think those are the best ones in the bunch, mate.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Crosshair. Those they don't even have that much scent to them.
You could probably get better ones at, like, I don't know, like Walmart or something. I mean, mate, you're not wrong, mate. You probably could. You got cheap things at Walmart. Even when I went for my haircut, mate, it was like $20 for a haircut.
I was gonna say best and last, and now it's just wait. No, that's a clothes store. I was gonna say you could buy some of those markers at Best and Blessed. It's just like that ain't right at all.
I'll rather Walmart, mate. They got better deals there anyway. Even when you get a haircut there, $20 for a haircut. Actually, it was $5. It was $15 for the hat afterwards. You just buried yourself so bad. It was a terrible time, mate. Did they shave you right down to the scalp? They had to buy a hat. Is that where that hat came from? I'll rather not talk about it, mate.
I still have the photos when he came back.
I thought I told you to burn those photos, mate.
I mean, come on, how can I not resist?
She has a point, man. Mate, that was a traumatizing time for me.
You're just so goofy without the fur.
Hank seems pretty impressed by that.
Alright, how about we stop teasing Crosshair and actually probably wrap up.
Yeah, let's give Crosshair a hug. That was kind of brutal on our part.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, bro.
Sorry, brother.
It's fine, Ma. It's just promise me you'll ban the photos. I mean,
Alright, I can't promise that.
It's okay, man. I'll shoot the photos.
Okay. Here, have a. Why not? Here, have a Tim Tam.
10 times?
Yeah, I know you like them.
Fresh from Australia, mate.
Yeah, a certain Jack who offered them to me, but I thought since, you're down under, you might like them.
Too shy, Ma. Thank you. Anywho, we've gone like over an hour into the stream here. I think that's a good place to call it a wrap. I know we said that a lot, but this time it's time to wrap it.
Yeah.
What? I'm just gonna stick a scented fruit marker up Crosshair's nose. Oh, boy. Get it out! What does it smell like? I can taste the smell, Maud. I don't know. Tastes like a cherry mixed with a
Mixed up a
mixed with
what?
an apple pie or something.
Okay. I'm just gonna take that off. I'm just gonna yank that out of your nose, Crosshair.
Did you have to do it so aggressively?
I don't know how deep it was stuck in there. I was just checking. Sorry, Crosshair.
It's a bad thing if you could taste the smell.
Oh.
Oh. Hello, prankster. Welcome.
A lot.
What the heck is happening? Do you want to explain, Crosshair? Or Hank can? I shoved a scented marker up my nose. And I could taste the smell of it.
Yeah, if you want to...
Really,
Alright.
it's a bad thing
If you want to watch...
taste it. Sorry, what?
Oh, by the way, Prankster, you kind of reached the end, but if you want, you can watch the VOD afterwards. We had a bit of a fun time, I guess you can say.
What scent was it? I don't know. I could taste it, but I can't describe it. It tastes like a cherry mixed with an apple pie.
I got the marker still with me. It was plum?
That sure didn't taste like a plum.
I mean, to be fair, I am seeing your nosebleed. It's colored purple. Alright.
Oh man.
Enough of...
I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Oh. It was cherry. Mine. That was not cherry.
Said here it was plum.
We've already got it out.
I already got it out. Don't worry, prankster. Alright. How about... Okay.
Mine. If it was purple, then why did it taste like cherry? How can it be cherry flavor if it's purple?
I don't know. Plum does have a weird scent to it.
Bruised cherries. I'm gonna stick a tissue up his bone.
She meant to say no. She's meant to say no.
Bose 5. Like the speaker brand.
Alright, how about we wrap it up before we start dying of laughter? How about that?
I think we already have mine. Man.
Like, more than we already have.
Yeah, too shy, mate. Yeah.
It came from the dollar store. Alright, that makes sense.
A cherry that tastes like a plum? Yeah, I can see why it came from the dollar store.
You mean a plum that tastes like a cherry?
Or a cherry that tastes like a plum.
Either way.
That's even worse.
Came at a hilarious time, prankster. Yeah, you really did, prankster.
Yeah. Oh boy. Also, Crosshair, you're talking after me saying Touche. To be fair, Crosshair, you have been saying Touche quite a lot lately, and I think we both know who that came from. I mean, I can't help it, mate. It's just foreign to me at this point. Yeah. We've gone an hour and 16. Let's, for the 4th time, I think we're gonna try to call it a wrap here. But
yeah.
Yeah, we know we didn't get that many people here, and again, I apologize for the settings about why people couldn't text earlier. That won't be the case next time. Again, I think it was just automatic why it was set to, like, it was meant for kids. I don't know why it was set to that, but that's
Pretty
not
sure
going to be
me
the case for next
swearing
time.
would have. I'm pretty sure me swearing would have automatically made YouTube just like. If you haven't switched it earlier, pretty sure me swearing at Crosshair would have flipped the switch.
Did you swear to Crosshair earlier?
Yeah, I said fuck like you to him, like, I don't know, like a bit ago. About that whole artillery thing.
Don Tigris, I'm proud of you, mate. You're finally using your big words. Y'all like the stream, be sure to appreciate these lovely people. Aw, thank you, Prankster.
Thank you.
Too shy, mate. Even though I'm the best one here. That's debatable, dude. That's very debatable.
Yeah, very much debatable. This is like the first time you ever made a cameo. People already got a glimpse of me being the Frontiers playthrough. Speaking of which, you really need to join that.
Yeah, Tigris is a big girl now.
I have been for a while.
And, I mean, she has been more mature than us, let's be honest. She's been in Helios longer than us, and she adapted a lot better than we did.
Yep.
Yeah. Anywho, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. So to recap, we explained our backstory basically of how we got to this point, and afterwards we finally got the questions in after my quote mistake with the settings, which again is not going to happen again in the future. But yeah, moving forward, we'll definitely be continuing the Frontiers game, especially with the new updates soon coming out at the end of next month. Less than 30 days from now, it's going to be a whole new atmosphere. Like, I heard they fixed like all the mistakes they've made with the game, and I gotta say, even though the game was pretty good, there were quite a few mistakes with it. But hopefully this update irons them out. Too shy, man, and maybe next time I'll be there for the next one. But that's a maybe. Yeah, because you got yourself more worked up with jobs lately. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe we'll have Tigris come on for the next couple of videos as well. But I'll definitely be running the Frontier series. I'm planning to get a few more games in over time, but for now, we'll be sticking to Frontiers. Chances are we'll probably do another live stream down the road, but depends on how packed we are.
Yeah.
Too shy, Mike. Too shy. Anywho, if you guys like the stream, hit that like button. If you want to see more from the channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to be notified by the channel, bang that bell button. And if you guys have any more questions that we missed, feel free to type them in the comments below. I'll reach out to them and respond to them as soon as possible, or we will. And if you guys want to join the server, I will post that in the description as well down below. It'll be on there later tonight, so if you're interested in joining, feel free to join. It's always open. Anywho,
also,
sorry?
I also want to say a big shout out to Orpha the Jackal for making the thumbnail for the stream.
Yeah, huge shout out to Orpha. She made a beautiful picture of all three of us, like completely badass. I will give it that. It's hands down.
You look
just
so
beyond
cool.
words. Yeah, it's beyond words, mate. I'll give it that. Well, I was so speechless when I saw it the first time. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but anywho, again, I'm Trigger the Tiger, Crosshair the Cougar,
and Tigris the Arctic Tiger.
And we'll see you all in the next one. Take care, hunters. Later, mercenaries.
And see you farewell. Yep.